Hey guys, Himuls here, and welcome to my second episode of this Gothic walkthrough, which will be named Cavalorn and the Farmers. First of all, before we're gonna continue where we left off, I'm gonna get a plant that I just forgot, and that normally doesn't happen, but for some reason it did, and I'm gonna make a few mistakes in my walkthrough, but that's particularly normal, I think. Now we got the plan. We're gonna walk back and continue our journey towards Carinus, the city, and on the way we will encounter a few beasts. Also a hunter, which is called Cavalorn, but I will just faken that I forgot my memory and that I don't remember that guy. Also, we're gonna be encountered by bandits, which aren't all that difficult to beat, but if you want to earn a bit more experience, do exactly what I do, and you will get a few bonus experience. So be careful, you guys, and I'm gonna grab my bow here just because I'm gonna shoot one of those goblins down. At least I'm gonna try. So let's give it a shot. I killed one and missed the other. That's too bad. Almost 2 kills. Try to kill as many beasts as you can. Try to avoid them being killed by NPCs, because basically you will miss experience then, which is not a very big deal, but as I already said in episode 1, every little bit helps, and the faster we level, the stronger we will get. Now at the end of this episode, I will split paths, so I will edit a final scene in it, which will allow you to click your path that you wish to desire, with the following link towards the next episode that will go towards that path. My main path will be the first path that will be uploaded on YouTube, which will be mercenary. For some reason I really like to work for Onar. I think because in the later of this game you will become a dragon hunter, and I'm not really a good guy. I always pick bad guy, and mercenary isn't really a bad guy, but it fits my personality more. And after that I will do militia and novice, but they will take a bit more time to upload. But of course I will not continue with my mercenary walkthrough before the novice and the militia ones are put it on YouTube. So yeah.
Your name is Cavalorn, right?
I see you haven't forgotten me after all we went through in the cursed colony. Where are you heading?
To the city.
Well, to the city, eh? You may run into problems with the guards. They aren't letting just anyone in anymore, since the area here is swarming with bandits. In the past few days, one of those former psionics from the Valley of Mines came by here. He said he constantly goes in and out of Carinus. He went into the valley below the big tower. There must be a way in there somewhere near the waterfall. Maybe you should talk to the fellow.
Interesting armor you're wearing. Don't you belong to the Shadows anymore?
Shadows? They haven't existed since the fall of the barrier. The moment we could finally leave the Valley of Mines, there was no reason for me to stick with them. Now I work for the water mages. I belong to the Ring of Water.
What are you doing here?
I'm sitting tight. If it hadn't been for these damn bandits, I wouldn't be here.
Tell me more about the Ring of Water.
I'm not really allowed to talk about it. All I can do is send you to Vatras. He is the representative of the water mages in Carinus. The best thing would be to talk to him. Tell him you've come from me. Maybe he'll take you on as one of us. We urgently need more good people.
Weren't you and your people enemies of the water mages back then?
Those crazy old days are over. There isn't any more new camp or old camp. Now that the penal colony no longer exists, everyone is on his own. Most of us former prisoners are still being hunted. The water mages were able to get my sentence commuted, and now I can move about freely.
What are the water mages doing now?
They're up to something big. It has to do with an unknown region of the island.
An unknown region? Where is it supposed to be?
I can't tell you more. Talk to Vatras in Corinis.
What was that about bandits?
Have you slept through the last few weeks?
Huh?
I'm talking about all the riffraff from the penal colony that are making themselves at home here in the area, plundering and murdering.
As you guys know, I don't talk to conversation.
I guess I'm lucky. They didn't kill me.
So that's why I'll be quiet during those.
And they clubbed me from behind. No idea.
I'm sure you guys understand. I also put the game sound a little down so that I'm more easier to understand.
They beat me down and tossed me
that
to
was
the
basically
goblins
went
for lunch.
wrong in episode 1. So I hope this will have fixed it. And as I already said before, do exactly what I'm doing, or you will miss around, I think, 100 experience, which is nice.
Can I help you with the bandits?
Maybe. But as scrawny as you look, you surely haven't held a proper sword in your hand for weeks. Well, I don't have any choice but to take your offer. My time is running out. So, pay attention. Down this path here, you'll find one of those filthy holes in the ground that bandits like to hide in. The fellows there are the same ones who stole my stuff. Let me know when you're ready, and we'll nab the rabble.
I need better equipment.
Those swine haven't left me much. I can give you a wolf knife. Will that do for now?
You call that a knife? But what about healing?
I still have 2 healing potions here. Interested?
Sure, give them here.
Do not press the option let's mix it up with those guys, because then you will miss around 100 experience. Walk the path and talk to the bandit. Make sure you always pick the second option until you have to choose between 2 options, and then you will tell the bandit that you're a former prisoner from the mining colony. But first, before we're gonna do that, we're gonna kill this wolf, or he will kill it, and then we will miss out a bit of experience. I got hit there, which was nice, but I hope I will survive here. Probably will, and yes, it's over. Now we're gonna heal up a bit, because you never know, it can go horribly wrong what we're about to do now. Let's pick up those plants, which you can also do later, but while we're there, why not pick them up, and that would get it over with.
Hey,
let's talk to the bandit here.
I've come from the mountains.
Pick the second option.
You come from the mountains, and that is bad for you. Very bad. They're looking for you. A whole bunch of evil guys. There's someone here you absolutely have to talk to. Follow me.
Who's
Pick
looking
again,
for me?
second option.
Half of Corinis is after you, and you're trying to tell me that you don't know anything about it? Ah, I see. You just don't want to talk to me about it. All right, it's your business. So, are you coming or not?
Again,
Who should I
second
talk to?
option.
To my leader. His name is Brago. He can explain everything.
After
to you
this
better than I.
conversation, I will tell you.
So,
You will
what
probably
about it?
see
Where we
why,
going?
but I will explain it.
How do I know this
Again,
isn't a
second
trap?
option.
You know, I'm getting tired of you. If you don't want my help, then just go to the city and let them put you behind bars. You come with me now or forget about it, see?
Again,
Easy, my
second
friend.
option.
Someone else already tried to trick me.
Oh?
This guy suggested that we should get an amulet together and share the profit. Once we reached our goal, he and his friends attacked me.
It sounds as though they got you involved with the wrong people. Where was that?
Now pick the first
I was a
option.
convict in the mining colony.
You come from behind the barrier? Man, then we were there together.
I don't know you.
I was a digger in the old camp. I didn't have much to do with the whole thing.
Old camp is where the mercenaries in Gothic 1 were hiding.
Someone has put a pretty price on your head.
And the new camp that Cavalorn was talking about were the militia / old barons in that guide, shadows and old barons. But basically they were the militia, which will be in this episode, in this walkthrough, this game.
Just make sure you stay alive.
Who's the fella who pays the bounty?
Keep talking about and figuring out who pays the bounty.
Who would that be?
Hey man, I can't really tell you that.
Which will give a quest update.
10 gold pieces for the name of the guy who raised the bounty.
Oh man, I really can't do that.
Spit it out already.
Oh man, alright. His name is Dexter. Near the big farm, there's a steep rock. There's a watchtower up there, and a few mines. He has his hideout somewhere nearby.
See? That wasn't so hard. Here's your gold.
And just don't tell him who told you.
Can I have the picture?
Sure. After all, it's your mug on there.
Keep talking to this guy until...
There's bound to be a lot of trouble here before long.
What's up?
A guy named Cavalorn is coming to
This was
get
the
you.
last option.
Guys, he's still alive. I'm out of here.
You can let him run away and talk to Cavalorn. But I recommend you wipe this bandit's ass first, because maybe he will disappear. I'm not certain. I just recommend doing it this way. We're gonna attack him. Nice critical hit. And another critical hit. We got lucky there. Also keep every silver plate, rings, gold rings, anything that's jewelry, keep them, because we're gonna sell them for a good price, a high price. And once we join the Thieves Guild, which will be joined in all 3 paths, because we can get some benefit from it. But of course, depending on the path,
let's mix it up
it will
with
have
those guys.
a different outcome on how I join
Okay?
the Thieves
Now
Guild.
they're in for a nasty surprise.
Now we're gonna kick those bandits' asses. We're gonna let do Cavalorn the work, just to be on the safe side, and we will not die. Plus we will get the experience, so why not? Why doing it difficult if it can be done easily? Now make sure you're close to him, so you can loot the bandit corpses and take all their gold and
You deserve that,
items such as
lowlife.
their weaponry before Cavalorn takes them. And before Cavalorn talk to us, we're gonna loot this little cave chamber. Few gold pieces and arrows, which are nice. We're gonna drop the bandit key, of course, because we will not need it any longer. And for some reason it got bugged there. There it is.
They shouldn't have messed with me. Then I can
We
finally
get
fulfill my
200
mission.
experience,
I've lost too much time
and
already.
we can learn
What sort of
something very
mission?
useful from this
Oh,
guy.
yeah. First I have to get into the city, and then later. I don't know how I'm going to get all that done in time.
What about me?
Why not? You could take the letter into the city. Then I'll have a bit more time to take care of my equipment. One of the bandits must have the letter in his pocket. Take it to Vatras, the water mage in the city. You'll find him in the temple of Adanos. He preaches there all day. Tell him that I wasn't able to get it done. And if he asks where I am, just tell him I'm already on my way to the meeting point. Okay? Oh yeah, one more thing. First buy some decent clothes from the farmers. Otherwise, you may be taken for a bandit. Here's a couple of coins.
it will give us 50 gold pieces plus the gold we took from the bandits, which is nice. We really don't need it because, at least I don't need it because I prayed at the Belial Shrine.
I want to learn your abilities.
If you guys didn't, then this is very, very handy. Of course, if you don't have Knight of the Raven, this will not work.
You have a better chance of getting close to your opponents.
We're gonna learn Sneak here. If you have the original version, that means not the expansion Knight of the Raven, you can learn Sneak from someone else. We will encounter that guy later in the next episode. If I approach that guy, I will let you guys know who it is, and so you guys know that you can learn from. I stand still there just because I saved. I will save, as I said, in episode 1 regularly, and I will cut those out because that will give us a few seconds of spare each video, which will be not very big but handy. A couple of plants, a few more plants. Now there is an Eno shrine. There's a few things you can do here. Since I have the HoP mod, I will not do so. But if you do not have HoP mod and you did use the Belial Shrine, I recommend you will pray at the Eno shrine and donate 100 gold, and then you will get either 1 dexterity or 1 strength or 1 mana permanent extra, and I really don't need that. That's in my eyes for the moment gold wasting. As you can see here, I will use the environment to my advantages so that I can kill these I can easily kill mobs without getting hurt. Sorry about the F word, guys. Sometimes things doesn't go as I want to, and I'm not always able to get out of my words, but I think it's just because I'm nervous. So we're gonna loot his body and take its meat. Now the wolf fell down here. We're gonna kill it, of course, but we'll waste it meat, but that's really not a big deal. We're gonna waste it, and let's see, and we got it. Tomato knotweed, a couple of blueberries, blue elders. They were called blueberries in Gothic 1. Another bandit. See if we can find out each one down here. No, not without being dead instantly. Don't want that to happen. Another blue elder. We will not talk to Cavalorn just yet. We're gonna take the scroll and take the pick. We can sell the pick. And we're gonna take down those blood flies. And now we'll talk to Cavalorn. Now this guy will give you an option to get a note, piece of paper, which I will not recommend because you will owe him a favor, and the favor can get you into trouble if you don't do it. But you will have to do it anyways, whether you take the paper or not. But the reason I recommend that you don't take its paper is because we will not gonna need it. You'll see in the 3rd episode in the beginning. You will see why.
What do you have to offer?
What I will do will give us around 1,000 experience. You will see in the episode 3 what it is.
With this
of
scrap
course.
of paper in your pocket, you can run about as raggedly as you please,
So
and the guards
don't
will leave you
take
alone.
this paper.
Interested?
You can talk to him anything you want, but I would just say no, keep your paper.
No, keep your
There we
paper.
go.
I seem to have misjudged you, huh? Well, do you want something else? Can I interest you in my wares?
Show me your wares.
Take your pick.
We're gonna sell a few things here, and we're also going to buy a frying pan, which we will need for one of the quests on the farm of Lobart, I think its name is. And I recommend if you join the mercenaries, you will keep the swamp wheat.
Suit yourself.
You will need 10 if you want a recommendation from one of the mercenaries. So we're gonna keep that, and since my main base is my main walkthrough will be mercenary, which will be posted as one of the first, as first actually. We're gonna keep every swamp wheat we're gonna get, because it's pretty funny to get stoned or drunk on that matter. I recommend, and you'll see why, do not talk to Malith or Vino just yet. First talk to Lobart, the farmer that owns this farm, just because if you're gonna talk to, for example, Malith, before you're gonna talk to Lobart, you will get an option and you will tell him that you killed bandits, and normally that will give you 10 gold pieces less for the togs, as they call it in this game, which are farmer clothes. And if you don't do that, if you talk to him first, he will say 70 in the beginning and it will become lower. If you don't do it and talk to one of Malith or Vino, you will get 40 gold at minimum. Lower you won't be able to get it, and with how I do it, will get you to 30. So that is basically 20 gold profit from Cavalorn, and another 50 from Mr. Pirate, which will not be in the original game. The pirate is there because of the expansion, so if you got the original version again, you just do it this way and you will save 20 gold pieces, which is the normal price. So yeah, that's nice.
Tell me more about this Onar.
Onar is the biggest farmer here in the area. He was broken with the city. They say he's hired mercenaries to keep the city guard off his back. Can't blame him. In any case, no royal soldier dares to set foot on his farm anymore.
Who are those mercenaries that Onar hired?
I don't know much about the guys. Supposedly, a lot of them are former prisoners from the mining colony. Everybody knows what you can expect from them.
The mercenaries he's talking about will be the ones I will join as first.
I'm too close to the city to really have a choice. But I'm glad about that. I wouldn't know how to decide.
Because I like to hang out as the bad guy.
And Onar sets his
Really not the
mercenaries on
bad guy,
anyone who
you
won't join
become the
him.
hero anyway.
That's why most of the other farmers are still on
I
the
don't know, I
side.
always
Sooner
like
or
to
later,
join the
they'll
dark
have
side,
to choose one
and I'm
side
really
or
not
the other.
much of good guy.
I need some sensible
Per
clothes.
se, I need some
I can
sensible
give you clean
clothes.
farmer's work clothes. Can you pay for them then? Well, you could work off part of the price for someone who's looking for work.
And then
How
say
much for
how
the work
much for the work
clothes?
clothes.
Well, we'll see.
Otherwise, you will do jobs
70 gold pieces.
and it will not decrease
Well, that's
any of
still
the
too
money
expensive.
price.
Well, suit yourself.
70 gold
I'm
pieces
looking for
normally
work.
would be 80
I can't use another farm
if
hand.
you do it wrong.
But I
that
could
is.
offer some work to a day laborer.
Minimum you
Well,
can
what I
get
mean
here
is
is 30
you can
pieces
lend a
of
hand
gold
in the
for
field.
all.
Yeah,
You can
there's certainly
also
a few
steal
other
them,
things to do around
but
here.
then you
Pay
won't
with
have
gold,
done the
or
quests,
give you a few
which will
decent
give
things to wear.
XP.
The things are worth a fair bit. I can't give them to you for nothing, but I can sell them to you cheap if you work for me. By the looks of you, I should say, take the clothes. Anyway, the small turnip field next to the barn needs to be harvested.
All right.
Then hurry it up a bit before I change my mind.
Of course, we already did
Here
that.
are your turnips.
So we're gonna turn them in.
You're not all that worthless after all. Take them to my wife in the house. Tell her to cook them.
What about my pay?
I can give you 5 gold pieces. Or sell you the clothes cheaper. Well, what's it to be?
Choose the
Make me a better
option
price
10
for the
gold
togs.
rest for the togs.
I'll give them to you for 10 gold pieces.
Because if you're gonna
less.
steal them, you will eventually get in trouble. So don't do that one. Now we're gonna get into the barn and take another sachet. 25 pieces of gold. Now I would go to the back of the barn to get some plants that I will need not only for healing myself but also for the quest we will gain from Constantino the alchemist in the city, which will be the master I will join as a fire mage, because then we needed alchemy the most.
Hey, you! Can you give me something to eat?
Here, take this. You're a good lad.
You can get free food here once a day.
I've got a few turnips here for you.
So if you're here at night, take
That
the
should
food.
be enough to fatten those
Sleep till
guys
next
up.
morning and
Since you're
you
here
can
anyway,
get food
I
again.
saw a traveling
But
trader pass
since
by
I'm
here a
here
few
on
minutes ago.
broad
I
daylight,
think he
I
stopped
will
on his
not
way to
have a
town.
chance.
Go to him and see
Really
whether
doesn't
he's got
matter.
a decent frying pan for me.
Give me the gold, and I'll go see the merchant for you.
Are you saying I can trust you? Just don't spend the money on booze, do you hear?
Here's your frying pan.
Fine, let's see then
And
whether
we're
it's any
leveled up.
good.
We're level 2 now. Now talk to Malith, because he will have something that Vino wants, which is a bottle of wine. You can also purchase this, but from what was his
Hey,
name
stranger.
again?
I saw
That
how you
merchant.
came out of the mountains. You can
But
be glad
why
you didn't come by here 3
buying
weeks
it
ago.
if you
We would have taken you
can
for
get
an
it for
escaped
free?
convict.
So
And we made
talk
short
to
work of
Malith,
those. You look completely done in. What do you want here?
and you will get one for free.
I was attacked by bandits in the mountains.
Those filthy rabble. They were probably the same bastards who took one of our sheep last night. You had terrific luck. Most people don't get away alive.
Those bandits won't trouble you anymore.
Why? Are they dead?
They picked a fight with the wrong guy.
Thank Innos. Here, it isn't much, but I want you to have it. I'll tell the others about this.
I'm on my way to town.
The way you look, you'll have to bribe the guards to get in. And you have to know what they want to hear.
And that would be...
Well, for example, that you're from Lobart's farm and want to go to the smith in the city. But that won't do you any good. You don't look like a farmer.
I see.
I'm gonna
I need
equip the
better
fireball
equipment.
because if
I
it's
can
done here,
imagine.
I
But I
will
tell you
attack,
right now, we
try
don't
to
have
attack the
anything
sheep,
to give away.
and we
If you
will
can pay
take
for
it
what
down
you
with a
want,
fireball,
Lobart will
so
sell
we
you
are
something.
sure that the
Otherwise,
experience
go
is
to him
ours.
and ask him if he has work for you.
Where can I find Lobart?
Well, on the farm, of course. The farm belongs to him. And don't try messing with him. He's thrashed a lot of tramps and thrown them off his farm. There's another of those scummy beasts.
Be careful, do not fire at
One
the
less
sheep.
monster around.
What we're gonna do now is we're gonna walk through towards the pirate guy, and 2 wolves will charge at him. I'm gonna try to kill them with my fire arrow. No, I will try to kill them with my fireball, sorry about that. Fire arrow I also have at the ready, but not certain if I'm gonna use that one just yet. At least I'm gonna shoot a fireball towards one of the wolves, and that will probably kill him. wait for it to stop moving. It will not attack. Fire. He's dead, and
monster around.
the pirate guy already got him.
Psst. Hey, you, come here.
What is it?
On your way to the city, and really busy, too. Listen, you look like a smart guy to me. I bet you'll go far in life. You're certainly nobody's fool, I could see that right away. Say, you'd probably like to earn a few gold coins, wouldn't you?
Are you hiding from someone?
Of course not. What nonsense. I just enjoy standing among the trees so the wind won't blow right into my face. What about you now? Do you want the job?
Why not?
You'll have to forgive an ignorant old seaman. I'm a stranger in these parts and I don't really know all the rules. So I had to find out the hard way that traveling strangers aren't welcome in the harbor city. Now I'm standing here with no idea how I'm supposed to get to the city. I have some extremely important business to conduct and my client won't tolerate a delay, you see. You'll help me find a way to get past the city guard, won't you?
About the city guards.
Yes, got an idea?
You could get into the city as a
None of
herd
those
gatherer.
options will work.
Do I look like I'd be picking
That will
flowers in the woods?
actually get him into the city. There's only one option
What
which
about
will,
bribery?
and that's
Well,
where you
that
need
worked for
farmer
me. I
clothes
tried
for
it
if you've
already.
got Knight of the Raven. Also,
I
I
have to
forgot in
think about
episode
it
1 to
first.
put a credit
All right, but hurry up
at
about
the
it.
end of
I've
my
got no
episode,
time
which
to
will make sure that the episode is owned by me, and I will have it on this video. So just to be on the safe side, you know, you never know, you will take your walkthrough, just to be sure. Let's try to take this field raider down, which will probably be not much damage. Oh dear. I don't know why I turned it back in my sheet, but I did. I think I pressed the wrong button,
One less monster
and Gorak ruined it for us. Thanks, mate. But it's no biggie. It's just a bit of experience we miss. There were plenty of where that came from. Now let's search for Vino. There he is. Fall
And how
through
goes
this
the
guy
work?
over here.
Same as always.
And
Lot to
if
do,
you've done
not
math
enough money, and
first, you will have a
with a bit of
bottle
bad
of
luck,
wine.
the orcs will come tomorrow and burn down our farm. The king's paladins have occupied the whole city. But I can hardly believe they'll move their butts out here when the orcs attack us.
Can I help you? I'm looking for work.
You know anything about working in the fields?
What is there to know?
In that case, I think we're fine here. Thank you. If you want to work for Lobart as a day laborer, I can only warn you, he pays people like you really miserable.
He offered to sell me some clean clothes cheap if I helped out on the farm.
Well, I don't have anything for you to do, but you can bring me and the boys something to drink. Fetch me a bottle of wine, and I'll tell Lobart you were a real help to us.
There are two
Here's
ways
your
to
wine.
get this wine.
Better not ask where you
Actually
got it
three,
from,
now
huh?
think of it. You can help Malice
Who cares?
and tell him that the bandits
Thanks
are
anyway.
killed. You
Lobart
can
will only hear
purchase
the best
it
about you.
at Kensar the merchant,
I'm headed for
or you
town.
can steal it from the
And?
farmer's house.
Is there anything interesting you can tell me about
I
the
recommend
city?
the first one.
Nope.
It will not get
But
you into
Malin
trouble,
goes to the city from time
and
to
you will
time.
have
Maybe he knows
a
something.
couple
I
for
mean,
yourself,
something that
and eventually that wine in the barn, in its
there
farmhouse,
any interesting
you will get
news?
anyways.
I could have
So,
sworn I
it
saw
doesn't
an
really
orc
matter.
over
It
there
will
on
not
the edge of the
make any
woods 2
loss.
days ago. Since then, I've kept at least one eye open at night.
Alright, let's talk to Lobart now. And if I'm correctly, I should be able to buy the farm clothes for 30 pieces of gold.
Hey, you! How How much for the work clothes?
Well, we'll see. You work the field for me. You help my wife. Vino says you were real help to him. And that's saying something. He doesn't usually hold with day laborers. Malith said you chased the bandits off. Bastards have caused us a lot of trouble. Thanks to you, we're rid of them. 30 gold pieces. It's not gonna get any cheaper.
Cheaper than this, it will not go.
Work clothes, then.
So we're gonna buy it.
There's a chest in my house where you'll find clean things. But don't even think about taking anything else without asking.
Now we are allowed to loot his chest. Of course he doesn't want that we loot everything, but we will. Because we can. It will not give us any trouble. Well, apparently there's no bottle of wine in there, so there are basically only two reasons. Buying it or getting it from Malith, the shepherd at this farm. Now we're gonna deliver the armor to this
about the city guards.
Yes, got an idea.
They should let you pass if you're wearing these farmers' clothes.
That's just what I need. Man, I knew I could count on you. Nobody will bother me disguised as a local yokel. Excellent. You did really well. Here's your promised reward.
What? 50 measly gold coins? You can't be serious.
Gold isn't everything, my friend. Take them for now. I have the feeling that we'll be seeing one another soon. And who knows, maybe I'll return the favor. Look after yourself.
We will not go just yet towards the city. We will first loot the outside rings. On this side there's a piece of gold here on the bridge. Be careful that the guard will not talk to you, because if you want that 1000 experience, you have to bypass the guards without being seen, and that's where you will get the 1k experience. I'm not really certain if it's in original version as well. Never tried it. I just did it for fun and found out that it will give me 1000 experience. Now this is the hard part, 2 rats, which will do extraordinary damage. I'm almost dead. Don't hope I will die here, but if I do, I just saved when we stand still, so it's not really a big problem. But I hope we do not die, because food or gold is not an issue, and we didn't die. That's good. Alright, let's fire up a mana. If you eat a certain amount of dark mushrooms, you will get a permanent bonus. If you eat a certain amount of apples, it will also give you a permanent bonus, which I don't recall at this moment because it's been too long since I already said in episode 1. But I do remember it will give you a permanent bonus. I think strength or dexterity or something like that, which is handy. Don't forget those dark mushrooms and digger meat. I noticed that this video is probably longer than my first episode. I really didn't think that it would happen, but it did, and It doesn't really matter, but I did this so I can save on a certain point for all 3 paths and then separate them. Some things will be seen done over, but because we cannot do different choices on all possible paths, certain things will have different choices, such as joining, will your master be, how you will handle the thieves and such things. So yeah, if you like this video and you want to follow one of my paths, just click on the end, which I will post in, and it will show you the way to the next episode of that path. Of course, mercenary will be the priority one, because I frankly love mercenary, and I think novice militia will follow, but not certain. I will see that when I redo episode 3 on the different path. So yeah, this is basically about the end. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as you did one. If you didn't see it, I will put a link in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Greetings from the Hollands again.